Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, or you can call me Chris, and today we're going to have a great shave, I do believe. How are your shaves going, by the way? I haven't asked for a while. How are they going? We're going to be using the Shannon's Soap Barbershop, which is a really nice, super nice barbershop scent. This is similar to Maggard London Barbershop, if you're familiar with that one. It's much more like London Barbershop than it is CAD. However, it's still of that same school of barbershop as CAD, Fine American Blend. Absolutely phenomenal. I would call the scent strength out of the tub on this a 6. And by the way, they do put the barbershop thing on the side of the tub, so if it's stacked, you can see it, which I think is pretty cool. I like the folks at Shannon. I like Shannon. I like her husband. Brian, this comes to you at a pretty doggone good price. $12 at Maggard Razors for 4 ounces, $3 an ounce, and there's your chart. Very reasonable price for a soap of this quality. Let me go ahead and show you the ingredients there. You can get a look at that while I start applying a little pre-shave. So there is your ingredients. I'm a big supporter, I should say, of Shannon soaps. I think they're underrated, really. You don't see... I don't think they often get the accolades that a lot of other soap makers do, but they should. She makes a really nice soap, and she's also a really nice person. But honestly, if she were a nice person, I'd be happy to know her. But if she made terrible soaps, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't buy the soap just because she's a nice person. I'm buying the soaps to use, and so don't think that... I use Shannon soaps out of sympathy or charity. I use them because they're good soap. And, a lot of people agree. However, you just don't see them as much as a lot of the other, brands that get talked about. But they are certainly quite good. We're going to use the Parker variant today with the Diamond Edge blade that was sent to me by Aaron out of Canada. We're going to start today with 3 on the setting. And I go up. Pretty much everyone in the shaving community, when they use adjustables and they adjust it during the shave, they start high and go lower. I do the opposite. Why? I don't know. I just like it. I like to feel more blade as I go, as there are less whiskers. That's just my way of doing it. Many people, in fact, most people, I might be the only one I know that actually moves it up incrementally. It's just my way of doing it. There may be others I don't know about. Oh, I forgot about the brush today. Man, I'm in love with this brush, which is why you've seen it 3 times in the last few days. This is the APShaveco Cashmere. It's called the Winter Handle. It was, I think, $21. It was like $27 to my door, and I absolutely love it. Get some moisture here on the face. And let's get busy because we're 3 minutes in. I want to remind everybody, once again, that I will be doing let's get some water in my brush too. I will be doing live streams. Let me put up the graphic there for you. This weekend, today, which is Friday, at 8 p.m., I think it is. I don't have the information in front of me, so whatever the graphic says, it is. And also one on Saturday at 3 p.m., I believe. So look at the graphic and feel free to share that and let people know. We would like to have a good turnout because trust me, as much as I like talking, and I have great conversations with myself, I prefer to talk to you all. I prefer a dialogue in a live stream than talking to myself. But as you well know, I'm very well capable of talking to myself and holding really stellar conversations. Obviously, I'm just joking about that. But anyhow, come on by the live stream. We're just going to talk and have fun. I'll try to answer your questions as best I can, and we will crack wise. We will have fun, and I hope to see you there. I'm doing 2, not because I'm full of myself and think that I must, but because people asked, they're like, well, I can't make this time, and so I did 2 different days, one a little later in the evening and one earlier, so it would accommodate as many people as I possibly could. And so that's why I'm doing 2. It's not because I think I am such a superstar that it warrants having 2 live streams in one weekend. We're just having fun. And I'm going to have fun. And I'm sure you will too if you come around. We'll all have a wonderful chat and just talk about whatever is on your mind and mine. Of course, mostly we talk about what's on my mind here. So it'd be nice to talk about some subjects that you mentioned. All right, here we go with our Parker variant. The Parker variant, by the way, I'll put a link below to an Amazon affiliate. $57 as of the time of this video. Now that price fluctuates, and I do like this razor. It is a really good shaver. It's very, very much like the Mercure Progress. The only thing is I wish Parker made a handle about 3 inches long instead of this one, which is a little bit longer than I like. But still, I like the razor. I just wish it had a shorter handle because I prefer shorter handles. All that extra handle is just, all it does is really dangle there. It doesn't do anything for me. You know, it's just kind of wasted real estate. And so I prefer on a razor, 3 inches, a 3-inch handle is kind of a sweet spot for me. What are your preferences? Let me know below. I think anywhere, 3 to 3.5 at the most, I think is a nice sweet spot for me. 4 is too much. Nice residual slickness there, as I would expect. Brilliant scent. I think it's a little more fragrant now that it's on my face, actually. The scent remains the same. It is one of the stellar barbershop scents out there. Like I said, in the school of CAD, but most similar to Maggard Barbershop, I would call it. Very, very nice. Okay, that was an excellent first pass. And nothing but good things to say about Shannon's soaps from top to bottom. And you know this, I've talked about them quite a bit over the years. I don't see as many people, like I said, at least in the community, in the YouTube community, I don't see them used as much as, like PAA and Barbershop and Zingari and so on. But they are a quality soap maker that I think everyone should try because they do make really nice products. And I found them to be very nice people as well. Okay, as to this brush, man, I love this cashmere knot. This is 30 millimeters. It is very inexpensive, and quite honestly, I've only had 3 uses on this, but the way it feels on my face and just the overall, I don't know, it's got plenty enough backbone for me. Now, caveat, I don't need a lot of backbone because I'm not looking to scrub. The scrubbing happens in the shower. The painting happens on the face. That's the way I do. So if you want to scrub, maybe this one isn't, wouldn't be at the top of your list. But for me, it is outstanding. Let's add a little water there in the brush. Just paint that water on. To me, this painting is just one of the nicest feelings, especially with a brush. Tremendously soft. Now, let's be honest, almost all synthetic knots today are pretty doggone soft. But this one seems for me to take it up a notch or two. That's just my opinion. It is terrific. And it feels fantastic. And it comes at a great price. I'm telling you, APShaveco, really, really nice. I did order the summer handle with the Sinbad knot to compare this with, but boy, I'm just super, super happy with this brush and this knot, and I can't really say enough good things about it. Okay, what are we going to go up to? Let's go up to 4 for this pass. All right, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope things are calming down, and I hope everybody is safe. It's a rough time, obviously for a lot of people, but we're trying to. Lately, we've been trying to focus in on these shaves. I know Manny from SoCal Shave, his dad is still hanging in there but struggling. And we're keeping him in our thoughts and prayers, obviously. And I hope you will too. But please try to just send good good vibes, good thoughts to Manny, and of course Mark of Friendship Shaving, who also has been affected by this, and anyone, actually everyone. Just hope for the best for everyone. That's certainly what I'm doing. I saw a video, I think it was Wednesday, that David Gonzalez from So Sharp David put out, and he's a little salty. Now, I know David personally, have met David, have talked to David many, many times over the phone, over the years, and he's a friend of mine. He was a little salty in that video. Now, you know me, I have also been salty in the past in videos. I always felt a little bit bad about it, you know. But David essentially made a comment, and you should go, you know, watch the video and sort of make your own judgment. But he was talking about people straight razor shaving, and I'm paraphrasing, but essentially he was saying, if you're going to straight razor shave, learn to do it properly and do a good job. Because if you don't do a good job and new people see that, they might think that that's the proper way to straight razor shave and have a bad experience and not enjoy straight razor shaving. So that was his perspective. I'm going to get some more soap out of my bowl here. That if you're going to straight razor shave, really put in the time to be very proficient. Therefore, when people see your videos, if you are you know, especially if you have a popular channel, that they will see proper form and all that and so on. And I certainly understand David's perspective. He's very passionate about straight razor shaving, and there aren't a ton of people who do it in the community, at least on YouTube. There are, you know, there are a number of people, but it's not the level of people that are, you know, DE and SE shaving. My feelings about it have always been, I want to encourage people. I want to send positive vibes. And if you're struggling with straight razor shaving, but you're making the effort, that's good enough for me, you know. Because I am not a straight razor shaver myself, and I don't intend to be. It's not of interest to me. I have massive respect for the people who do nothing but respect, because it is difficult. It is sometimes time consuming, you know, to hone. If you really want to learn it from top to bottom, eventually you probably need to learn to hone. Now, you can send them off and so on, but that's a pain. And for me personally, I wouldn't want to risk my, you know, 100-year-old razor in the mail. But anyway, David felt like there's a lot of people straight razor shaving and not dedicating themselves to learning it. And I certainly respect his opinion. But I also, on the other hand, want to encourage people to try new things. And so if you're a channel that's out there and you're straight razor shaving and you're not mangling yourself, or you're not proclaiming to be an expert, okay? It's one thing if you, for me, this is just my opinion, which is a little bit different than David's. If you're proclaiming that you're an expert and you're doing a very terrible job and you're giving out information that's bad and harmful, then I completely understand being, you know, upset and not digging it. But if somebody's just trying to straight razor shave, and maybe it's not as good as you would like, or you know, I'm like, you know, maybe someone will see that and they'll go to plenty of other channels and they'll be interested. Maybe seeing that one person will pique their interest in straight razor shaving. Going to go up to 5, and that will be the thing that gets them watching everyone, you know? And so I sort of have a different feeling on it than David, but I do understand it. But the one thing I would say is, do not be discouraged. You know, if you are learning to straight razor shave and you're having difficulties, a lot of people struggle, and it does take some time because it feels awkward, especially when you're using your non-dominant hand. It takes time to master that. It takes time to develop dexterity with your non-dominant hand. That's one of the biggest things I think that's difficult to learn. Once you master that and you get comfortable, you know, you can kill it. But it does take time. It does take an investment. But don't be discouraged, is what I want. You know, if you are straight razor shaving and you're not putting yourself out there as an expert, you know, maybe if you don't have the best technique, you continue working on it. You have my support. I want you to continue making an effort to straight razor shave. There's not enough straight razor shavers. And so, especially since I don't straight razor shave, I'm not going to be critical. That said, I completely understand and respect David's position that you need to get better and dedicate time to it. I completely understand that. But also, I think a lot of people like variety, you know, when they're making content and so on. And so they're picking up the straight, and then they'll pick up a D and they'll pick up a straight. And, you know, they're just doing their content the way they see fit. And that's sort of the way I do it, you know. So either way you fall, I want more people to do what we're doing. That's my goal. And so some people are better than others, but come on in and enjoy the hobby. That's my invitation to you. That's the way I feel. I want to send words of encouragement out there to everyone. That's my feeling on it. Okay, let me rinse, because that was a terrific shave. Stand by. All right, and we are back with our Lancaster towel, which is terrific. Check out the video on that if you haven't seen it. I'll talk about what it is, what it costs. You don't think you need it until you get it, and then you do, as DK likes to say. Really, really nice towel. Brilliant. I love it. Okay, let's hit with a little Humphreys Witch Hazel here. I'm not calling this one magic like Thayer's, my beloved Thayer, because I don't like it as much, quite frankly. But it's good stuff. It's pretty good. Humphreys. I just don't like the scent as much, to be honest with you. Okay, quick look at what we used. Parker variant, really effective shaver. One thing I want to mention about this, for those of you who don't know, there is a mark on the bottom razor and a mark on the top cap. Make sure you have those aligned and it's the right way, because if you put it the other way, it's not in properly. So that is something to consider. The blade today, which I just dropped, was the diamond something. I've already forgotten I dropped it. We won't get into that. You saw it earlier in the video. The soap, Shannon Soap's Barbershop. If you're a fan of barbershop scents in the CAD arena, in the London Maggard Barbershop, try this soap. I would be surprised if you don't like it. The quality for $3 an ounce is very, very good. If you haven't tried Shannon Soaps, give it a shot. They've been around a long time. They've been around longer than many of the artisans out there that are obviously the newer one, but they've been doing it for a while. They know what they're doing. Terrific barbershop scent. A true winner for me. Big thumbs up. Shannon Soaps Barbershop. The APShaveco Cashmere continues to impress. 30 millimeter knot. You cannot see how creamy this soap is that I just pulled out of this. And the big reason why is I lock the focus on my camera, so it can't focus in closely. And the reason I do that is because if I don't, when you watch people's videos and you get that light that's flickering, it's because the camera is focusing, and that drives me nuts, so I don't do it. Great slickness on this soap. Super creamy. Really, really nice soap. So I hope you will consider Shannon's. And this brush, which was what I was really talking about, man, I love it. APShaveco, about $26 or $7 to your door. 30 millimeter cashmere. It's a winner for me, and probably my favorite brush right now. I just love it. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you will continue to watch. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate that. Also, give it a thumbs up if you would. Until next time, I want to remind you, it's your shave, do it your way, and God bless.